Did you know that up to 85% of people experience feelings of inadequacy or self-doubt? It's a staggering number, and yet, it's something we rarely talk about openly. These feelings can creep in quietly, sometimes in the middle of the night, or just before we take a big step forward in life. That means almost everyone you see, the confident CEO, the successful artist, your neighbor, has felt that nagging voice. You're not good enough. Even the people who seem to have it all together are fighting their own battles with doubt. It's not just you, and it's not a weakness. This isn't a personal failing. It's a shared human experience. It connects us, even when we feel most alone. We're all carrying invisible stories, and sometimes those stories are heavy with uncertainty. We see others' highlight reels and compare them to our own behind-the-scenes struggles. It's a rigged game because we rarely see the doubts and setbacks that others face. Social media, parties, even casual conversations can hide the truth. Everyone has moments of struggle. Doubt is a dream killer. It can make us hesitate, second guess, or even give up before we've truly started. It whispers that we're not ready, not talented enough, not worthy of success. It builds invisible walls, keeping you in your comfort zone. These walls are made of fear and uncertainty, and they can feel impossible to break through. But nothing amazing grows there. Comfort zones are safe, but they're also stagnant. Growth, adventure, and fulfillment all wait outside those boundaries. The life you want is waiting on the other side of fear. Every dream, every goal, every version of yourself you hope to become is just beyond that wall of doubt. Successful people aren't born without doubt. They feel it too, before big meetings, before performances, before every leap into the unknown. The only difference is what they do when it shows up. They acknowledge the fear, but they don't let it decide their future. Do they let it steer, or do they keep driving anyway? The choice is always there, every single day. Confidence isn't the absence of fear. It's acting even when you're afraid. It's showing up, shaky hands and all, and taking that first step. It's a skill you build, not a gift you're given. Every time you face your doubt and move forward, you get a little stronger. So let's stop pretending we're the only ones who feel this way. When we open up, we find support, understanding, and even inspiration in other stories. Drag this secret into the light. When we talk about our doubts, they shrink. When we share them, they lose their grip. When you realize doubt is universal, it loses its power. You're not alone, and you never were. It's not a sign you're broken, it's a sign you're human and you're growing. Every moment of doubt is a chance to learn, to stretch, to become more than you were yesterday. The goal isn't to eliminate doubt, but to move forward with it, to let it walk beside you, but never let it lead. It's time to stop letting this universal feeling hold you back. The world is waiting for you to step forward, doubts and all. The language of doubt is what if. What if I fail? What if they laugh? These two words are the heaviest chains. Your brain spins out worst-case scenarios to protect you, but now it just holds you back. Every time you let a what if stop you, you train yourself to hesitate. You become a spectator in your own life, chained by fear. But what if you flip the script? What if it works out? What if you succeed? Change the question, and you change your emotional landscape. The chains of what if are only as strong as you allow. You hold the key. Every morning, you face a decision. Get up and move toward your goals, or stay in bed and let comfort win. It's a choice that seems small, but it's actually the first and most important battle of your day. The moment your alarm rings, your brain starts whispering a lie. You need more rest. 5 more minutes won't hurt. But that's not really true. When you hit snooze, you're not just delaying your morning. You're letting doubt and hesitation take the lead. You're teaching your mind that it's okay to put off what matters, even if it's just for a few minutes. That small act of hitting snooze sets the tone for your entire day. It's a signal to your brain that procrastination is acceptable, and that your intentions can wait. It's a micro decision, but it has a macro impact. Each time you choose comfort over action, you reinforce the habit of hesitation. You're not just staying in bed, you're practicing self-doubt. If you can't trust yourself to get out of bed when you said you would, how can you trust yourself to chase after your bigger dreams? The way you start your morning is a reflection of how you'll approach the rest of your day. Every time you hesitate, you give your brain permission to question your abilities. That doubt doesn't just stay in the bedroom. It follows you into your work, your relationships, and your goals. The truth is, you'll almost never feel like doing what's necessary for growth. Your brain is wired to seek comfort and avoid discomfort, but real growth only happens when you step outside that comfort zone. If you wait until you feel motivated, you'll be waiting forever. Motivation isn't a feeling that magically appears. It's a result of taking action, even when you don't want to. Motivation is something you create by moving forward, by doing the hard thing first. When you get up with your alarm, you're proving to yourself that you can take charge. Getting out of bed when your alarm goes off is your first win of the day. It's a small victory, but it sets a powerful precedent for everything that follows. It's not about being a morning person, it's about being a person of action, someone who chooses progress over comfort, even when it's hard. When you push yourself up, you send a message to your brain. My goals matter more than my temporary feelings. I am in control, not my excuses. You start your day with courage and self-discipline, building the mental muscles you'll need for bigger challenges ahead. This small victory creates momentum and proves you're in control of your choices. Each morning, you have the chance to prove to yourself that you can do hard things. It's the first step in rewiring your brain for action, not doubt. And every day you win that first battle, you make it easier to win the next. How do you bridge the gap between knowing and doing? I call it the 5-second rule. The moment you have an instinct to act, move within 5 seconds or your brain will kill the idea. Here's how. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, then move. The countdown distracts you from excuses and focuses you on action. That small physical movement interrupts hesitation and builds a habit of action. Think of it like a rocket launch. The countdown gives you the push to break free from your own gravity. Once you're in motion, it's easier to stay in motion. The 5-second rule makes starting non-negotiable. Use it for anything. Getting out of bed, making a call, starting a project. Every time you use it, you cast a vote for the person you want to become. You build everyday courage. You prove to yourself you're not a person who hesitates, you're a person who acts. That's how you build unstoppable confidence. Try it today. Let me tell you about Jamie. She's someone you might recognize in yourself or in someone you know. A person with big dreams, but even bigger doubts. Jamie always dreamed of being a graphic designer, creating beautiful things and sharing her vision with the world. But instead, she found herself stuck in a job she hated, day after day, watching her creative tools gather dust on her desk. For years, she told herself, "I'm not talented enough. It's too late for me to start over. Other people are braver, more skilled, more deserving." Those thoughts echoed in her mind every time she considered taking a step forward. Her doubt was a fortress, built brick by brick from every moment she hesitated, every time she compared herself to others, and felt she came up short. She hid her portfolio away, afraid that if anyone saw her work, they'd reject her. The fear of criticism was stronger than her desire to be seen. Jamie believed she needed to feel confident before she could take action. She waited for the day she'd wake up fearless, but that day never came. One afternoon, over coffee, I told her, courage comes first. Confidence is what follows after you act, not before. I challenged her to use the 5-second rule, to count down and send just one email offering her design services. Not 100, not a dozen, just one. Her brain screamed, "What if they say no? What if I embarrass myself? What if I'm not good enough?" The fear was real and it was loud, but she took a deep breath, counted down, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hit send before her doubts could stop her. She was terrified, her heart pounding, but the next day she got a reply. Someone had actually seen her work and wanted to talk. The business owner loved her portfolio and hired her for a small project. It wasn't a huge job, but it was a start, a real chance. That one act of courage cracked her fortress of doubt. The sunlight started to pour in, and she realized she could survive putting herself out there. It wasn't about landing the perfect job. It was about proving to herself that she could take action, even when she was scared. She sent more emails, each one a little easier than the last. Most of the responses were rejections, but it didn't matter anymore. She learned that rejection wasn't the end of the world, it was just part of the process. With every step, Jamie proved to herself she could handle whatever came her way. Her confidence grew, not from waiting, but from doing. Within 6 months, Jamie had steady freelance clients. She was building a new life, one small act of courage at a time. A year later, she packed up her things and left her admin job behind, stepping into her dream of being a designer full-time. Jamie didn't become a different person overnight. She simply started acting like the person she wanted to be, 5 seconds at a time. That's how real change begins, with one small, brave step. Big goals are inspiring, but they can paralyze you. When the first step looks like a giant leap, doubt floods in and you do nothing. The secret? Forget the finish line. Focus on the next, smallest possible step. If your goal is to write a book, start with one sentence. To run a marathon, just put on your shoes. Make the first step so easy your brain can't object. This gets you into motion, and motion creates momentum. Every tiny step is a small victory, a piece of evidence you follow through. Action leads to good feelings, which makes you more likely to act again. You're rewiring your brain to enjoy progress. Stop staring at the mountain, just take one tiny step forward. Doubt loves to remind you of your failures. Fight back by building your own wall of awesome. Every day, write down one thing you did that you're proud of, no matter how small. Each is a brick. Got out of bed, went for a walk, spoke up in a meeting. The size doesn't matter. What matters is collecting evidence of your courage and progress. On bad days, doubt will get loud. That's when you look at your wall of awesome. See the proof of your efforts. This isn't about empty affirmations. It's about facts. Your wall of awesome is your fortress against self-doubt. Over time, you build a new identity, someone who shows up and keeps promises to themselves. Each brick strengthens your foundation of self-trust. Eventually, your wall is so strong, doubt can't get over it. Doubters can be fuel. When someone says you can't, you have a choice. Let it crush you or let it ignite you. Use their disbelief as motivation. Many success stories began with someone being told no. Walt Disney, Oprah, Michael Jordan, they used rejection as fuel. But the most important doubter to prove wrong is the one in your own head. That voice knows your insecurities and says you're not enough. Every small action in spite of fear tells that critic to sit down. Your life changes when your belief in yourself outweighs anyone else's disbelief. Every win, every 5-second decision, every brick on your wall is proof. You're wrong about me. When you believe that, nothing can stop you. We've talked about doubt, its lies, and how to fight back. But inspiration alone won't change your life. Action will. The gap between the life you have and the life you want is called action. I'm not asking you to conquer the world. Just make one move. What's the one thing you've been putting off because of doubt? Pick it now. Don't overthink it. Trust your gut. Take one small step toward it. Use the 5-second rule if you need to. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. This is your moment. The alarm clock of your life is ringing. You can hit snooze or you can decide you're done waiting. Commit to one small action. Surround yourself with messages that push you forward. Your future self is begging you to be brave today. Your life is waiting. It's your move.